Psalm 32, verse 8, New International Reader's Version. I will guide you and teach you the way you should go. I will give you good advice and watch over you with love. Christina remembers something that happened 16 years ago and writes, my daughter-in-law needed to go shopping one Monday morning. She took her 4-year-old daughter with her and drove to the local shopping centre. She parked the car in the basement car park. Her daughter asked if they could go to the pet shop to see the animals, and she promised that they would when they were ready to go home. Their first stop was the bank, and as they came out, she noticed a rather shabbily dressed young man standing just outside the door. She continued with the shopping and began to notice that whichever shop she went to, the same young man was standing outside as she was leaving. She never saw him looking at her, so she tried to convince herself that nothing was wrong. She finished the shopping, and by now she had a headache and was feeling a little threatened by the presence of the strange young man. All she wanted to do was go home, but she remembered that she had promised her daughter that they would go to the pet shop, and she didn't want to disappoint her. They were inside the pet shop. There were no other customers, and as her daughter was looking at the animals, my daughter-in-law glanced outside and saw the shabby young man with his face pressed up against the glass, and he was looking straight at her. Now she knew for certain that he was following her. She quietly asked the shop assistant if they could find someone from the security department to accompany them to the car. When they got home, she realized that something dreadful could have happened to the two of them if they had gone down to the basement car park by themselves. She realized that her sacrificial love for her daughter had saved them. Many of us never feel the enormous love that God pours into our hearts until we become parents. Suddenly, we are hit with an overwhelming, selfless love, and we can't understand where it is coming from. And we know we will never be the same again. As we mature in God's love, we will also become struck with a parent's love for the shabby young man. He was desperately seeking something to heal his broken heart, not knowing that he was just another victim of the devil's lies. That was 16 years ago. Maybe he found God. I pray that that is so. Matthew chapter 6 verse 8 from the New King James Version. Your Father knows the things you have need of before you ask him. And Matthew 6 verses 8 to 13 from the Message. With a God like this loving you, you can pray very simply, like this. Our Father in heaven, reveal who you are. Set the world right. Do what's best, as above, so below. Keep us alive with 3 square meals. Keep us forgiven with you and forgiving others. Keep us safe from ourselves and the devil. You're in charge. You can do anything you want. You're ablaze in beauty. Yes, yes, yes.